The non-electronic medium, which is a part of our culture and is used for transmitting tradition from one generation to another generation, is called traditional media. Folk media and traditional media based on sound, image and sign language. These exist in the form of traditional music, drama, dance and puppetry, with unique features in every society, race and region. Various countries like India have inherited several rich, effective, popular and powerful folk media forms, which were developed over the ages and ensure the emotional integrity of the nation. The development of electronic media transformed the globe into a village but could not overshadow the folk media of different ethnic groups and regions.
Traditional and folk media can be rightly called as the people's performance, as it speaks of those performing arts which are part and parcel of any culture. Hello, a warm welcome to you from SGT University. I am Vishwambar Bose, Faculty of Mass Communication and Media Technology. Today, we will be learning about the traditional and folk media.
Folk and traditional media continue to play an important role in our society, and the new electronic media are used to popularize some of the folk arts. Ingredients of folk media are given special projection in the mass media, and as such folk media are being used in development communication and advertising. Messages on issues like agricultural development, primary health care and nutrition, education, women and child rights are projected through the folk media. The great majority in the rural areas enjoys performances of the folk artists as a relief from myriad of life. Many of them simply do not have access to modern forms of entertainment. For millions of people living in remote areas in developing countries to which information is to be quickly imparted, mass media channels of sound and sight do hold glamour, but often enough they mask the message. Thus, traditional folk media has been persuaded to come out of their shell to give a personal touch to the otherwise impersonal mass media programs. In developing countries like India, traditional folk media have proven to be successful mass motivators. During the years before the advent of second and side channels of mass media, the traditional folk media not only reflected the joys and sorrows of people, but also inspired the mass during the times of stress and strain. They played a significant role in the freedom movement of India. Since the country has achieved independence, selected folk media have been effectively harassed for communication of new development messages. Mass media have extended the area of coverage of folk performance, while traditional folk media, with their inspiring color and costume, dance and music, have enriched content of mass media channels. Traditional performances like ritualistic dances, religious songs, and mythology-based rural plays, though highly popular, have proved unsuitable to absorb and reflect new messages on population, health, and hygiene. Communicators, therefore, have to test different categories of folk performances to identify the ones that are flexible enough to absorb development messages to meet the contemporary needs. Flexibility is the most important factor which determines the viability of a folk medium for rural communication. Some traditional folk media in India are folk theatre. Folk theatre represents the people in their natural habitat. In folk theatre, performance themes are related to the people's own suffering, daily work, dreams and mythology. The initial aim of folk theatre is to give first impact with sound and sight and then slowly open the audience's mental eye for the message. Tamasha, Jatra, Nautanki, Bhavai, etc. are common examples of Indian folk theatre. Puppetry. Puppetry is also one of the effective forms of entertainment and communication. It has fascinated children and adults of all ages. In puppetry, puppets are only an instrument and the actual work is done by a puppeteer. In India, 4 types of puppetry are popular, namely Sutradharika, string puppets, Putul Nach, rod puppets, Chhaya Putli, shadow puppets, and globe puppets or hand puppets. Fairs and festivals. Fairs and festivals are also an integral part of the cultural life, a community where every member participates actively and enjoy together. The festivals speak of rich cultural and traditional background of a community. It has some performances or games related to it or some traditional motifs and paintings. Festivals are also one of the best forms of traditional media. Several festivals worth mentioning are Rath Yatra or Gundicha Yatra, Diwali, Dashera, Rakhi, Shivratri, Janmashtami. Fairs and festivals including social ritual and ceremonial gatherings created a platform to meet and exchange among the people. Storytelling. Storytelling is another interesting form of traditional media which existed at a time when advanced forms of communication such as a written word did not exist. A story connects us and links the past, present and future by teaching us to anticipate the possible consequences of our actions. These were not written or documented. Instead, they were orally communicated from one person to another, a house to another, or from a village to another. They kept these stories alive. Storytelling involves direct contact between the teller and the listener. It permits the direct presentation of the story by the teller. There are stories like the Panchatantra and stories from mythology like Ramayana and Mahabharata, where local heroes have always travelled from one generation to another by word of mouth. Storytelling forms such as Harikatha and Kabigan played a vital role in communicating historical and epic stories. It reflects the local age-old beliefs, customs and rituals. The tales are the bearers of our centuries-old culture, perceptions, values and beliefs. It links the older generation with the modern generation. Music and song. Folk music is also considered to be an effective medium of communication. Music has played a crucial part in everyday life from time immemorial. Some of the predominant folk musical forms are Baul and Bhatiyali of Bengal, Duha and Garba of Gujarat, Powada and Lavani of Maharashtra, Chaiti of Uttar Pradesh, Kolkali Pattus of Kerala, Bihu of Assam, Mand and Panihari of Rajasthan, Rauf and Chakri of Kashmir, Sua and Dandari of Madhya Pradesh, and Mando and Dhalo of Goa. Folk songs are transmitted through oral tradition and so are familiar to audiences and have positive feelings about what they hear. The music and songs are often related to national, cultural, and was culturally particular from a particular region or culture. During the British rule, many folk music and songs were composed by poets and singers to motivate the people against the foreign domination. Folk dance. Folk dance exists as a ritual element. Dance puts the rhythm and movement in the play and captures audience attention. Dancing is a way of expressing what cannot be expressed in any other way. It is intimately interwoven with the life of people. Hand gestures, eye movement, posture, and steps coordination with music and posture affect the audience comprehension of narrative and its meaning. Through history, in all early cultures and societies, dance has been one of the foremost elements of ritual. It was the means of perceiving the gods, of invoking them, recounting their exploits, placating them, appealing to them, or communicating with them. Garba, Dandiya Ras, Bhangra, Chhau, Lavani, Santhal, Bihu, Ghumar, Sambalpuri are few examples of Indian folk dances. Paintings. Throughout different periods of history, we find a definite established tradition of painting on various objects, particularly on intimate objects of everyday use, floors and walls, and the depiction being associated with some ritual. Traditional paintings of Madhya Pradesh, especially the wall paintings of Bundelkhand, Chhattisgarh, Gondwana, Nimar and Malwa are living expressions of people, closely linked with the socio-cultural environment of the area. They are not mere decorations but also expressions of religious devotion. Traditional motifs, designs and symbols. Symbols are also a part of everyday life. The beautiful rangoli, which are made of the threshold of the house, is believed to uplift the spirit, ward off evil energies and give protection. In India, people revere many symbols, ranging from those which are simple to the most complex ones. Indians believe in symbols which are entirely different from the rest of the world, though traces of similarities can be seen. The symbols in India are the outcomes of mythology, religious beliefs, traditions, and philosophy. India is a country of motifs and symbols, where traditional art forms, figures, and ritual drawings have existed for many centuries. These art forms include symbols, floor motifs, folk murals, traditional textile designs, scroll paintings, etc. Tamasha, bhajan, kirtan, kawali, yakshagana, ramlila, raslila are few more examples of traditional media.
So, today we have covered the reach and importance of folk and traditional media. And the next time we will meet, we will be exploring the various models of communication. Keep learning, keep growing. See you next time.